Perhaps one of the most interesting questions you can ask someone is, do you believe in aliens? Between the mainstream media focusing more and more on alien sightings and NASA's ongoing search for life on other planets, believing in aliens is no longer considered ridiculous or taboo. Many of us have seen what we believe to be UFOs or aliens, and some even believe they've been abducted. We're now taking to social media to share our stories. But when these bizarre tales come from someone in the spotlight, the stories are all the more interesting. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we'll be taking a look at 3 celebrities who have encountered the extraterrestrial. Post Malone. Post Malone, an American rapper, reportedly has seen UFOs throughout his lifetime. In an interview with Joe Rogan, the pair discuss a whole host of topics. One of these being Post Malone's alien and UFO sightings and experiences. Post Malone first believed he spotted a UFO at age 16, when he was staying in upstate New York with his aunt. His experience was seeing a continuous light that suddenly shot off into the distance. Malone stated, "It was just a light that stayed there and then goes off." Malone followed up by sharing some of the more recent encounters he had had in California and Utah. He described having seen a classic force field as a dome in a circular shape. He goes on to explain that in New York, both he and his cousin saw the mysterious light, and 4 other people saw the domed classic force field. If what Malone truly did witness was a force field expand and retreat, then we should all keep our eyes peeled for the stereotypical design straight from our comic books, cartoons, and sci-fi shows. Joe Rogan, being a skeptic, dismisses Malone's claims to there being a spike in UFO, alien, and general extraterrestrial sightings. He points out that the more these topics are talked about, the more people inaccurately see UFOs, hallucinate, or even just outright lie about encounters, abductions, and sightings. Post Malone's alleged encounter with the strange light is a relatively common comment in reference to UFO sightings. Are people copying what's already been said, or are genuine sightings being consistently and accurately reported? Other reports of strange lights include sudden, bright flashes, or, with a story shockingly similar to Malone's. So many people providing similar accounts, should we be so quick to dismiss these sightings? A bold flash of light or a rapidly moving one could be signs of alternate life forms after all. With the unreliable human memory and how easily we can be influenced into thinking we've seen the same things as others, how seriously should we consider these reports? Robbie Williams. Ex-Take That member Robbie Williams is notorious for his passion and interest in the extraterrestrial. So we shouldn't be particularly surprised to hear he's had some first-hand experiences. One example he's spoken about is a peculiar occurrence after having written the song Arizona. The song's lyrics detail in on an alien abduction, the opening lines reading, "Visitors, engineering, all we need is a clearing." Perhaps it was an odd coincidence that aliens happened to be the subject matter. Or maybe it was no twist of fate at all, but Williams claims to have been visited by aliens after having finished writing the song. He stated, "I had just finished writing a song called Arizona, which is all about alien abductions, when there was this glow. It was magic." Williams also claimed to have been within touching distance of a UFO, with it flying directly above him. He insists that he was sober during this experience, though that specification certainly throws some doubt onto the credibility of other claims both he and others have reported. From a young age, Williams has had high exposure to the supernatural and the extraterrestrial. His mother would read tarot cards and have shelves full of books on the unknown and peculiar, from witches to demons to aliens. Robbie Williams suggested that his interest stems from having often been afraid at night, and so his fascination with the unknown is rooted in finding answers. He aims to understand his fears. Robbie Williams had expressed interest in actively searching for alien life numerous times, saying things such as, he planned to surf on jet skis to find UFOs he believed landed in the sea. Though it wasn't until 2008 that we realised quite how sincere this wish was. Robbie Williams and John Ronson took to the Nevada desert, attending the UFO conference, to hear alien abductees speak about their experiences. This included a surgeon, Dr. Lear, who has reportedly removed metal implants from abductees and discovered the implants weren't of earthly metal. This trip kept Williams out of the public eye for a short while, or at least kept his music out of the public eye. But his openness about his supernatural beliefs can be deemed rather rare for such a high-profile celebrity. When asked as to why he thinks all UFO sightings are so vague and ambiguous, he says, "We see them in mysterious ways, because they make mistakes. Aliens don't want to be seen, they aren't seen, except for occasional mishaps, which makes UFO sightings rare and unusual." Williams actively wants to believe, and so hasn't been interested in hearing debunking or skepticism. Further evidence of his fascination with the extraterrestrial are his tattoos. On the back of his neck, the pop star has the Eye of Horus, an Egyptian symbol. It represents the cosmos and is a symbol of protection from evil forces. Director of Extraterrestrial Research Michael C. Luckman says there are clear links between the Egyptians and alien life forms, and that Robbie Williams' tattoos signify to them that he's prepared for an encounter. The links between ancient Egypt and the extraterrestrial are far from new. For years, conspiracy theorists have believed the pyramids to have been built by aliens. Could Williams' tattoos suggest his belief in the Egypt and alien link too? Perhaps Williams' most recent involvement in alien discussions and events was the 2018 documentary Hunt for Skinwalker, a documentary that detailed the sightings and activities of UFOs on a remote ranch in Utah. Essentially, this documentary was an anonymous unveiling as to the millions of dollars funding alien research. Williams speaks in this documentary about buying a £7 million mansion in Compton Bassett, Wiltshire, due to it being known for its crop circles. Sure enough, there were plenty of crop circles to satisfy Williams. Robbie Williams has a whole host of alien tales and anecdotes, a true testament that if you seek out answers, you're sure to find some, even if it's just more pieces of the ever-growing puzzle. Fran Drescher. Fran Drescher believes she's been abducted by aliens. In an interview with the Huffington Post, she describes how her and her ex-husband, Peter Mark Jacobson, have had matching experiences driving on a road with their fathers when they encountered alien life. Drescher believes the similarities between her own and her ex-husband's experiences means they may have been programmed to meet one another. The actress describes her experiences simply as having been abducted and getting a chip implanted in her hand, an occurrence referred to simply as alien implants. Her and Peter Mark Jacobson allegedly both share a scar on the same hand, in the same spot. Fran insists this is where the chip is, whereas Jacobson remains unconvinced, stating the scar is likely from an accident. In response to Jacobson denying the claims, she simply stated, "That's what the aliens programmed us to think." Although Drescher hasn't described the feelings and experiences in detail, many people report hazed memories, as though their memory had been wiped, but small bits of the event were still left behind. Another common occurrence reported by many abductees is a loss of time, having missed hours or days for what they perceive to be a mere seconds. Lots of abductees have had repeat experiences, so perhaps we can expect these aliens to return for Fran Drescher in a few years. People have suggested this is purely a joke. After all, she is a comedy actress. Do you think she genuinely believes she was abducted? Do you think she's taunting the avid believers among us? With so many people talking about aliens and the possibility of alternate intergalactic life, it's unsurprising to see an increase in UFO sightings. When these accounts come from the general public, it can be hard to gauge their credibility as we're unfamiliar with these individuals. For celebrities in the public eye, however, their reputation is on the line. This means their stories are that much more engaging. Whether it's mysterious light, actively seeking aliens, or having been unwillingly abducted, these 3 celebrities have certainly seen their fair share of the extraterrestrial activity. Do you believe their stories? Do you think they believe their own? It's easy to dismiss the reports and accounts we hear when we haven't experienced them firsthand, so perhaps we'll never know until we see them ourselves. So what do you make of these celebrities who have experienced extraterrestrial encounters? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below and help us by growing this community whilst working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.